everyone is scared of competition, right? We're all afraid that somebody will come in and, destroy our product or our reputation. How do you assess your competitors? When you decided to do your product, what is it that you looked at?
So I know a lot of people, they look at like the supplements space and they're like, it's so competitive. There's people with 4,000, 5,000 reviews. There's no way that you can compete in there. It's just, and people are afraid of, people going in there, negative reviews, all that kind of stuff. My answer to that is, number one, you should never be afraid of competition. If there's competition in a market, and if there's good competition in a market, it signifies one thing. There's a lot of good money in that market. And if there wasn't, then there wouldn't be competition, because no one would really want to get in there. So competition is good. Is the competition going to take all of your sales? Well, it depends. Do you have a really good product? If you have a really good product, why would the competition still beat you? Yeah, they might have, much better more reviews and better social proof. But if you have a much better product, you shouldn't worry about the competition. You should know that if you show up next to that competition, you'll win because you have a better product. Whether it's you have a better price point and you have additional features to the product, or like for example in supplements you have a better tasting one, a better formula, whatever. There's so many ways you can differentiate. So having competition is not an issue. Is the market saturated? Well, again, it depends. Is this a market where it's a race to the bottom? Are we talking about combs? Like a hair comb. If it's a hair comb and a hair comb sells for 99 cents and you get a 12 pack for $4 or whatever, yeah, then I wouldn't say don't get into that market. You're just not going to be able to compete with people who are selling at massive amounts of volume. And then how much more are you going to innovate in a comb? But if you go into a niche where yes, there's a lot of competition, whether it's baby, sports and outdoors, supplements, whatever, but you do create a product that is better than everyone, then you shouldn't have an issue. And don't worry too much about competitors pulling you down and giving you negative reviews and all this stuff. Anything can happen, right? And we're not going to worry about every single negative scenario and negative situation that might happen. We're not going to worry about Amazon suspending us. We're not going to worry about Amazon shutting down or all this stuff, because there's a million bad scenarios that may happen, and this is all in our head. So will competitors go in there and will they give you negative reviews and all this stuff? I mean, what is there competitors going to every single listing and fighting you? And again, why would they do that to you if you're just starting out?
And it may be a sign that you're doing something good. You're on the good path. Usually those that are getting attacked is because they're scared. They're starting to be scared. So that's also a good sign for you to be like, okay, I might be doing something right because people are noticing. And I love that you said, you can't just like be fearful, because a million bad things can happen. But guess what? A million good things can happen as well.
And I mean, we're basically we're living it, because yes, we did know that there's so many bad things that could happen by risking it and going all in our business. But look at our lives now. We're full-time in our businesses. We're living our best lives. You're able to spend time with your children. I'm able to travel the world, and we would have never been able to do this if we chose the not risky path and we chose the safe path. And so yes, there is risk involved, there is competition involved, but again, it shouldn't deter you. Competition is good, and one day you're going to be up there. And if you ever want to do anything great, it's not gonna come without any competition.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I love that. I mean, yes, to achieve this level of greatness, there will be uncomfortable times and fearful times, but once you pass that, like what waits for you at the end of this is unbelievable. And like I said, you are able to travel the world, and we can do this in our free time right now, giving all of you knowledge, and because we love to, and we have the time to do it. So this is what we want. If you decided on a product and you can make it better, even though it's competitive, go for it.
Yeah, and in the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work out, so what? I mean,
you gain knowledge.
You gain knowledge. It's not the end of the world. I spent over $100,000 getting my bachelor's and master's. What if I lose $5,000? Learning how to sell on Amazon? It's considered education. If I was able to spend $100,000 on formal education, then I can spend at least $5,000-6,000 on this real life education. And again, the upside is incredible. We literally are living lives we never imagined we would live. So yeah.